Okay, time for another review. I just received this Genos2 from Sweetwater like 45 minutes ago, and I unboxed it, and let's see how does it look. As you see, very familiar looks to the old one. You just have some LEDs added to the sliders and encoder knobs. I like the feel of these sliders. They are much better now, and they feel not like it loose, and it's almost identical to the slider knobs that you get either on Yamaha Montage or Yamaha Montage M series. So it almost have the same feeling, and the encoder knobs are like a infinite turn, so they don't have this start and stop point. You can turn them, and that's how it is. The screen, according to Yamaha, has a better contrast. I mean, it's obviously it should be easier to read it in the outdoor, but it has a kind of yellowish hue to it, so you will notice it here probably in the camera, but when you look, because of that anti-glare coating that they added, that has some kind of yellowish glare. I still believe the graphic is the same. I don't know, I mean, it's not a big of a deal to me as far as this screen. I still like this screen on PA5X far better, because definitely the contrast, the colors are more vivid, the graphics are nicer. So still, I believe after 7 years waiting, this is not a huge upgrade. I mean, honestly, I mean, they just added some stuff, they removed some stuff. For instance, they removed the digital output, they downgraded the memory from 58 to 15, and the sound quality, they said, is better. Yeah, I hear it's better by, I would say, maybe 10% at most. And the ambient depth, you won't even feel it in some styles. I mean, you can hear it when you change it, but not much of change, honestly. I mean, let's try it, see, I mean, if you can hear the difference. So we have the ambient depth at 0, which is a very dry sound. Yeah, a little bit of difference, but I don't call it like a groundbreaking thing. The styles, I mean, they're okay. We have like a 300 more styles. 500 are the old ones that carried over from previous Genos, and they are too old. I mean, some of them are too old, from 20 years ago, from Tyrus series and from PSR series. They added a DX sound engine, which you cannot even edit anything, and polyphony has been increased, but it's divided between DX engine, AWM2, and your samples. As far as the styles, some of them are nice if you are a guy because you have to consider this is a home keyboard. This is not for professional, this is not for a studio, this is not for a stage. However, you can still use it, but the idea of making Tyrus series and then Genos, it was just to make a home keyboard for home players who want to have the professional sound quality at the same time. So this is for mostly mid-age guy or even older guy who wants just to lay back and play some of his favorite cover songs over and over again, or for some like a 12-year-old kid who wants to play. And it's good for that purpose. I mean, I'm gonna put this down, I don't want to downgrade this keyboard. It's a nice one. But after 7 years, and now you're getting this much of upgrade, and the price is 5,000, almost 700, but you can buy a PA5X in 88 key version, a fully hammer rated keys, in 5,000, almost 300, so it's like $400 cheaper. And to me, this is a very professional keyboard. Even it's like a Ranger, but it's professional. You have a metal frame body, you have aluminum finish, you have fully weighted keys, wood side panels, and so it's far better, I believe, because this is good for, as I said, for someone who is a one-man band, older guy, who wants to have a very lightweight keyboard to play on stage. This is good for that purpose. And right out of the box, you have too many presets, you don't have to tweak, and you have some styles that are definitely styles for some of the famous cover songs, so you can sit and lay back and play cover songs over and over again. That's the only thing that I see. But as far as the quality, I don't see that much of upgrade. So I'm going to do an in-depth review later on. I just wanted to make a very quick review. But I don't say I'm disappointed, because, you know, keep that in mind. The original Genos was $5,999. Then they dropped the price recently to $4,999, and this one is $5,699. So it's almost like a $700. Yeah, $700 more than the original one, because you still can buy the original one. It's still available. You might even be able to get a better deal on it, because I'm sure everybody want to get rid of the inventory. So if you're asking me if you can buy the Genos one, the original one, at a discounted price, maybe below $4,500 or even cheaper, I think that's a good machine. I mean, you don't have to spend more to get this, because upgrade is not really worth it. I don't say this is a bad keyboard. By the time all the Genos ones are gone, this is going to be the only available option. And if you want to choose between this and let's say PA5X, if the weight is not a concern, you should think about it, because this is an 88 key version, and of course you can get it in 76 or 61. It comes in 3 different versions. And man, the stars on this, I still playing, and because the Yamaha was advertising for this ambient, and I said, man, it could be maybe a big deal. But it's still, when I play in the stars on this one and the stars on the PA5X, man, it's like a matter of day and night. The stars on this one are fantastic. I mean, especially we have a category of like a ballad, and man, I like this stars far better than the Yamaha. I don't say the stars are bad on Genos, but they're too old. You have 500 stars that they've been around for 20 years, and even after they resounded all these stars, and there's something about the Yamaha stars, they're just muffled. And I'm not biased toward any brand. As you see, I have too many Yamaha products, including guitars, keyboards, also have Korg, Roland. So I'm not against Yamaha. I love Yamaha products, but what I'm trying to say is, after 7 years, this upgrade is not that huge, but at the same time you're just paying $700 more. But if you are shopping on the market, you have to consider the PA5X as a very strong opponent too, because this is $400 cheaper versus Genos2, and you get much more features on this one. But of course it has less polyphony. It has 128. However, I've never had any polyphony problem. But I don't play arrangers too much, because I just use them for styles. When I compose, when something comes to my mind, I just play it on the arranger because they're inspirational. When I got the idea, I go to the synthesizer and workstation and try to finish everything on the DAW, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I'm going to do an in-depth review between this and PA5X. But at this point, when this came out of box, it didn't bring any wow. Because last year, actually it was last November, yeah, a year ago, when I bought a PA5X and took it out of the box, start playing some of the songs, man, the songs were amazing, astonishing. And I'm playing this, everything is pretty much, of course, very identical to the Genos, and I'm playing the newest stars. Some of them are beautiful, I don't say bad, but okay, I guess it's almost the same Genos that it was. Yeah, plus some, upgrades, of course. Like this is an upgrade. And but I recommend you to go and play in person. Go to a music store and play it before you buy it. Don't listen to people, because I know some people. I was looking at this guy who was just playing Genos. He has like 1,000 gazillion videos that he's just playing it Genos in front of him. Don't listen to the people who are just playing and trying to push in this and say, oh, this is the best keyboard or whatever. And listen to me as a professional. musicians who have too many keyboards, before rushing to buying this, go ahead and play it. I don't say it's bad, it's very nice, it has a very good quality, but you may play this along with the PA5X, or even if you have a Genos already, which is not too old, less than 3 years old, don't jump into any conclusion to purchase this. Don't make any decision yet unless you play this and really, I mean, you like it. Of course, I haven't played it. I just opened this 45 minutes, but as I mentioned, it didn't bring any value. It wasn't like Montage M8X, which when you take it out of the box and play the CFX piano right away, you say, man, this is a huge upgrade. But yeah, try it. Hopefully you will like it. And if you were interested, you can tune into my channel and watch the next video, which is going to be like about a very in-depth review of this Yamaha Genos 2. Thanks for watching this, and bye for now.